Why, hello there, friends. Hello, hello. What's up, gamers? How is everybody doing this week? Happy Sunday or Monday. Monday for most, Sunday for me. It is wonderful to see you, as always. It will never not be wonderful. At least I surely hope it will never not be wonderful. I guess it's possible there will come a day. I don't know what would happen for that day to occur, but as far as I'm concerned, it's always delightful to see you all. Yes, happy Sunday, happy weekend. I hope that you all had a good weekend. I hope you had a good last week or so. We're all settling into the fall, where we got anyone got their Halloween decorations up. That's what we did this past weekend. We put up some of our spooky decorations. Let me see if I can find a picture of something that will not dox me. Oh, but first, I feel like this happens all the time. I gotta show you a picture of Royal. Look at this baby. Look at this baby. Look at those eyes shining with mischief. She was in the closet. Yeah, we put up some Halloween decorations this weekend. That's probably non-doxy enough. We put up a Jack Skellington, one of those inflatable ones, you know, with zero. Which is really heckin' cute. Yeah, just that kind of stuff. But are any of you going big on Halloween decorations this year? While I let you think about that, let's see who is certified first, second, and third tonight in each chat. As usual, friends, we are multi-streaming to Twitch and YouTube, so it's wonderful if you can join us on either platform, or if you are a VOD viewer watching this after it has been live, we'd love to have you here too. Thank you for being a part of this in the future, no matter how far in the future. Could be right after, could be years from now. We appreciate you. And of course, if you are watching this live, well, you're gonna have to sit through me yapping for the next while, or you could leave. I guess those are your choices. But if you want to stick around for the gaming, it's usually about an hour to an hour and a half before we actually dive into the game. However, if you are watching this after the fact on the VOD, you can, of course, jump ahead an hour or an hour and a half and see if we're playing the game yet. But I always just like to let people know. I like to set expectations early so that nobody is wondering why we're just sitting on the main menu. It's because I like to talk, and I also like to read all of your lovely comments and messages in the chat. And so, and I try to get to all of them. I try to read them all, but it might take me a little while to get to some of them. So, your patience is appreciated. Certified first tonight over in the Twitch chat, I believe it is Pearls. Pearls are my best friend, as far as I can see, is certified first tonight. Pearls says, this stream, or I need this stream tonight. Very happy to be here. Very happy to have you here, Pearls. And congrats on certified first. Certified second goes to one Bruce Buchner. Bruce, no stranger to the podium here. Congratulations, Bruce. Great to see you as well. And certified third, as far as I can tell, goes to Sargon the Grape, who says, let's get spooky. Let's get spooky. Yes, indeed, friends. Tonight we are going to get spooky with the excavation of Hobbs Barrow. Now, if you've not seen this before and you don't know what it's about, I will explain it in a little bit. In the meantime, you can continue to wait in suspense. That seems appropriate, doesn't it? Over on YouTube, certified first goes to Benetti. Benetti, congratulations. Well done. Great to have you here. Certified second goes to Tranced. Welcome, Tranced. And certified third to Jeremiah. Tristan Jeremiah, welcome to the top 3. Congratulations. And Benetti, congratulations on first. Alright. That ritual is complete. It's very important. Now I can say a big thank you to Nicoma. Nicoma, it's so good to see you. Nicoma with the 52-month resub. Oh man, that's a lot. That's a great many years, which I shouldn't be sighing about. I mean, I'm very grateful, Nicoma. It's more just a, just a reminder of time's inevitable passage, and but I would not spend it in any other way with anyone else than you amazing folks. I mean, and my wife and family, you know what I mean, but like, I value the years we have spent here together. And I love having you all here. It's special to me, and hopefully to you as well. So thank you, Nicoma, for coming back on in for another month in our Potato Palace. Our Potato Palace, you have been a stalwart spud bud for so long now. Nicoma, also one of our moderators, keeping an eye on all of y'all. Don't you get up to any shenanigans. Nicoma will lay the law down. Also, I noticed that before I was on the camera here, we got a resub from Artractive. Artractive, welcome back for month number 30 in the sub club. Artractive, another long time and awesome member of this community. Artractive says, hey Nick and all, I'm lurking as I have family over right now, but I'll be back to hang soon. Super excited for Hobbs Barrow. I know that you were one of the most excited, perhaps, Artractive, when we brought up Hobbs Barrow last week. So I'm glad you are here, even if you are lurking right now. But enjoy your time with your family, and we'll see you a bit later in the stream, I hope. Thank you again for the resub, Artractive. And also, just before that, I Scare Easily, welcome back for month number 15 in the sub club. Gosh, all these numbers, so big. Welcome back, enjoy your potato taps. Thank you for being an amazing part of our Spud Buds I Scare Easily, and please do enjoy your subscription benefits, as always. Thank you. My goodness, friends. What's up, Leo? Welcome. Hey, I'm glad you could catch us for the first time live, Leo. It's nice to have you here. That's right. You better not bonk eyelash, Nicoma. You know what happens if you do. I don't even know. But maybe we need to find out. Just saying. When two titans of moderation collide, what can become of it? We will all be left scrabbling in the dust. Civilization collapses. Fire Goals, good to see you. Welcome on in. Fire Goals, always interested in what beer we have tonight. Tonight's one that looks like it should be tasty, delicious. From one of my favorite breweries around here. Hey, you're supposed to bonk eyelash, not me. I did not give you permission to bonk me. I forget that as soon as I click away from this window, the music stops. Don't like that. AI 301 rap. Or is it Al 301 rep? I'm not sure. All is well. Thank you and welcome. Trobe says, what's up? Good to see you, Trobe. Welcome in. Trobe says, I love the streams when they get into spooky season and the holidays. I remember this game from last year when the home screen gets spooky. Yes, as it has been doing a few times now. It's like everything is normal and fine. Then suddenly, wow, jump scare. Which is funny because the game itself has had no jump scares whatsoever yet. There, it got spooky. You see. CMAT's over on YouTube. CMAT, shout out. CMAT says, Big Steve and I have the spookiest house in the neighborhood. Oh, have you got your decorations up? Will you spooky your house up in 3 weeks? I mean, it's already getting kind of spooky, but we do have plans for more. So it's in progress. It's in progress. But finally, we have a house. This is the first year we've had a front yard, a space to really set up some spooky decorations. So we're very excited about it. I look forward to seeing your spooky setup, CMATs, and hearing all about how you are going to frighten the neighborhood children. You've got a reputation to uphold. Over on YouTube, I mean Twitch, well, that isn't YouTube. I don't know why I said YouTube. Otirub says, Spooky Time Gamers. You know it, Otirub. Welcome on in. Whitebeard, great to see you, Whitebeard. Emerald the comment, yay! Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to another stream. Nice to have you here. Naga, yeah, I was a little bit late tonight. You're right, I can't deny it. I can't deny it. You know why I was late though? I'll tell y'all. I was late because I was recording part of a video, which is a video with this keyboard right here, which y'all will see soon on the channel. I think I said that last weekend. I intended to get it out this weekend, but life had other ideas. So, but I finally recorded the last of it just before the stream. Gotta edit that, and then I'll get it out for you folks. The return of keyboards, the return of relaxing reviews to the YouTube channel, which is very exciting for me, hopefully for some of you. Mr. Sky, welcome on in. Welcome. Gorog, hello to you. Hey, it's Sage, the bread master Sage. Sage says, hello there. It's been a while since I've been around. It has been some weeks. Oops, there goes music again. Sage, it's great to see you. Sage says, you're usually live at 12 to 1 a.m. my time, and I'm usually fast asleep, but tonight was bread making because I messed up my bread earlier. So you're just in time. Hey, living up to your name, Sage, living up to your name. I bet your bread will be delicious. I'm glad that it means you can join us here. Eyelash, hello. Hello. I think I already acknowledged you in the chat, but hello again anyway. Good to have you here. Thank you for joining us tonight. Angie. Yeah, spill the tea, Sage. What kind of thoughts were you thinking about Eyelash, huh? Sage says, my sister-in-law has a guinea pig and I don't know how to care for one. And I was house sitting for a week and I knew you had guinea pigs. Oh, I see. This is why you were thinking about Angie. I'm glad the piggy survived. That's a happy ending to the story. Fair enough. Triber, welcome. How are you, Triber? How are you? Iburn easily, welcome. Glad you could join us tonight. Gonna be heading to bed soon, or maybe you're already in bed. Gonna be sleeping soon. That's okay. I appreciate you dropping on in here to say hi. Man, that jump scare gets me every time. It's just not very relaxing. It's unrelaxing enough that maybe we should just leave the main menu here early and go hang out on a scene in the game, which might be more chill. Breadmaster Sage says, I'm finally here for the first time in a month. Yeah, it's been like maybe a month. I wouldn't say more than that, but maybe a month. Could have been. Emerald the comment says, Emerald the comment says, I discovered you during the Hobbit stream. Yes, I recall. We really need to play some more of the Hobbit Tales of the Shire with, what the heck did we name our character? It was a Dumpy Chub? I think it's Dumpy Chub or Chubby Dump? No, Dumpy Chub, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. We went through some very good naming options there. Well, I'm glad you could make it back, Emerald the Comet. It is wonderful to have you here for another one. And I hope you enjoyed this one as well. Triber says, yo, my wife and I are buying a house. Wow, congratulations. That's big. That's big. Closing on Halloween. We took possession last Halloween, if you can believe it. We will have had this house for a year on Halloween. Granted, we didn't move in right away because there's work to do, but yes, technically we have owned this house for almost a year. That's very exciting, Triber. Congratulations to you and your wife, assuming everything goes as planned. It's an amazing feeling. It's very cool. Does she look grumpy? Royal can be a little bit grumpy, but she's generally not. She's generally not. She's usually quite happy and cute and full of purring. Here, I'll find another cute picture of Royal. Oh, here's a cute picture of Ollie and Stella, who are my parents' cats. Hanging out there. Stella being just a little void shadow, and Ollie just being Ollie. Just a little toasted marshmallow. His little paws. Stella just literally black void. They're really cute. But that is not Royal. I know I have some other Royal pics in here. I know I have some other Royal pics. I have many. Come on. Oh, this one's really cute. This is literally just going to slowly transform into a stream where I just show you pictures of our cat, not cat. I mean, she's a cat, but she's not ours technically. Here she is amongst our pile of Christmas decorations that we were reorganizing into boxes. We had a wreath, and she is cuddled up underneath the wreath, and she's like, I'm the gift. She just cuddled up down there. She's so freaking cute. Our cat's not cat. Exactly. Yeah, she's heckin' cutie. Anyway, what was I talking about? What was I saying? I forget. Cats. They're cute. That's right, Fire Goals. Kitties. Holy cow, that cat, not cat, is gorgeous. She is. She's a beautiful little rag doll. She's a very, very cute kitty. Very sweet. Emerald the Comet, isn't she? She's so sweet. The cat, not cat, that'd be the CNC. She is a cat, don't get me wrong. She's just not our cat, technically. She thinks she's our cat, though. She spends a lot of time over here. Potato of Injustice, welcome, Majestic indeed. Livy, what's up? Welcome. Sage says, who would ever leave Nick yapping? Or who would ever leave Nick yapping? That's when we get the most of the chaos. This is true. I mean, there's often plenty of chaos during the gameplay as well, but... How late was I tonight, Naga? I feel like I wasn't maybe quite that late. I don't know if I was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 your late emotes worth of late. Aberdeen easily says, we like to listen to you talk. Well, for that, I am profoundly grateful. Otherwise, there would be nobody here, I guess. Thank you, Sage. Oh, Pearls, you lost volume. Ah, good. You're back. Pearls, you had a channel points request earlier. Let me see. It was a request for a whispered fact on any subject. What would be a good subject to whisper a fact on? Well, today's game, the Excavation of Hobbs Barrow, is set in rural Victorian England, and at some point, when we eventually get to it, will involve, presumably, the excavation of a barrow. A barrow is an ancient burial mound. Ancient burial mound. And maybe we can learn something more about barrows. Let's just look up facts about barrows. Alright. Let's go to... Apparently there's a type of bird called a Barrow's golden eye. And like all of these search results are about that. Facts about barrows in England. A long barrow. I guess a type of barrow, perhaps. Long barrows are a style of monument constructed across Western Europe in the 5th and 4th millennia BCE. So a long freaking time ago. Like thousands and thousands of years ago. During the early Neolithic period. Typically constructed from earth and either timber or stone. Those using the latter material represent the oldest widespread tradition of stone construction in the world. Around 40,000 barrows survive today. So that's the gist of it. There are these burial mounds with these timbered or stone construction. Although it calls them monuments here, so maybe it's not always a burial. But I guess it depends on the barrow, perhaps. Perhaps. That was off Wikipedia. I will say Google's AI overview says that they were originally built as communal family or clan tombs, but later became the burial places for single important individuals in the Bronze Age. So typically they were burials. There you go. That's right, when exploring barrows, look out for Draugr. Correct, Sargon. Draugr are absolutely the kind of thing that would inhabit a barrow. A barrow. Pearls, I do hope you enjoyed that whispered fact about barrows, such as the kind that we will be finding in the excavation of Hobbs Barrow. Alish cannot say what would happen if Nakoma were to administer the bonk. Yes, terms of service and all. Emerald says that looks like it sounds great to type on. Yeah, well, you guys just heard it briefly there, I guess. It's got some. Are we bonking me yet again? Yet again. This board has clicky AF switches. So some of you might like the subtler sounds of a linear switch on a linear board, but this one is anything but linear or subtle. It is clicky AF. It is very satisfying to type on though. Ace Trainer Wannabe, welcome. Ace Trainer Wannabe is stoked to make it to tonight's stream. I think this month is my 1-year anniversary. Hey, happy 1-year anniversary hanging out with us. Aw, thank you. Well, I'm glad that you enjoy spending time here. I'm glad you can join us tonight, Ace Trainer Wannabe. Sage says, my bread is for my grandma. I'm mailing it in the morning, so I had to rush to make more because I forgot the salt. Okay. I bet you even the unsalted bread is delicious. Just a little bit of salted butter on there would be... You can send me the bad one. Just mail it to me. I'll eat it. Right? It was Dumpy. It was Dumpy Job. good. Nice, driver. Well, I hope the inspection does not turn up anything scary or difficult to deal with. I hope it comes back looking good. Okay, I just got to the part where we were talking about the little void cat and the cat not cat. Bruce says it's Royal's house, Nick. You're just living there. Truly, though. Like, truly. She came with the house. She was here before us. She might be here after us, for all we know. Hopefully not. Well, hopefully, I don't know. But yes, you're right. She has more claim to this house than we do. She just came with the place. Ace Trainer Wannabe says, I'll let you remember this title screen from a year ago. On that note, why don't we get off of this title screen? Because you know what? It's kind of spooky in a bad way. I don't like that little jump scare thing that it does. So tonight we're going to be playing The Excavation of Hobbs Barrow, which is a folk horror point-and-click adventure game set in rural Victorian England, in which we play this archaeologist. I forget her name. We have not played this since last year. But it's got this beautiful pixel art style, and it's a slow burn. It's definitely a slow burn. As you will see, we began by arriving in this tiny little village where everybody kind of hated us. And every time we asked about this barrow that we're supposed to be excavating, people denied knowledge of it. They're like, well, that place doesn't exist. Or they're like, oh. Or some people knew about it, but they're like, you don't want to go there. And that's kind of, we met a bunch of colorful characters around the village. And I don't know, does anyone remember what else? We met the vicar, who was a weirdo, and he had to like cut his hand or something. I don't quite remember. There's this creepy little child. Oh yeah, and then we went with the vicar out to this house way out in the moors to try and find the guy who's supposed to know where this barrow is. But the guy wasn't there. I'm pretty sure that's where we left off last time. But anyway, let's hit continue. Just to get off this main menu. We won't jump into the game just yet. We won't play it just yet. But at least we can get a slightly different scene. That might be slightly less. It doesn't have that jump scare. It doesn't have the same driving music. Got some nice bird song here. This is much chiller. Oh, and a dog. Going bark, bark, bark. Are you saying that my yawning makes you yawn? Sorry, God. Is that what you're suggesting? Nicoma says, I'm here. What happened? What happened? I don't know. I yapped a lot. I got bonked a few times. I read a whispered fact about barrows. We talked about bread. I showed pictures of cute kitty cats. Those kinds of things, you know. Those kinds of things. Oh, I missed a message from AI rep, or AI 301 rep over on YouTube, who said, everyone has that one ASMR video they always come back to. And mine is a review of the mango, cardamom, and island salt beer. I'm glad you enjoyed that one. That one was quite delicious. That one was really good. I'm glad that's your video. I know what you mean though. I do have some of those videos that all-time greats that I still go back to after years and years. What the heck was that? No, go away. Windows wants to do something. I don't wish to do it, Windows. Hey, I threw one. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's funny too. Those videos are going to be different for everyone. I'm sure the videos that I consider all-time greats, I mean, they're from small channels. They're not popular. But for me, they just do it. And I'm like, these are just perfect. Perfect. Absolute cinema. Tyson says, mine's Thief Gold. That's a whole lot of videos, but I'm glad that you enjoy those. Glad you enjoy all of them. Man, it's high time I made another Thief video. Huh, gang? Huh, gang? Definitely overdue on a Thief video. Thank you for the rain, Artractive. You know, the rain really works for this environment. This particular scene we've got here. Yeah, why Nakoma? Why the bonking? Why? I feel like that was so unnecessary. Mr. Sky says, Nick, can you show us your favorite tactile keyboard with the best thock? The best thock on a tactile board. Specifically a tactile. You know, I'm not going to lie, most of these boards behind me are linears, but I'm trying to think if any of them are tactiles, and if any of them are especially thocky. Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, Mr. Sky. Give me a moment. Give me one momento. I think this guy has a pretty good thock. Yeah, this is funny. So this is an RK68 from Royal Klooch. It is a budget-oriented keyboard. It's got really nothing going on in terms of sound dampening or anything like that. But the combination of these keycaps and these switches give us some mighty thock. These are the Boba U4T switches, which are often considered to be some of the better thocky switches out there. Thocky tactiles, I should say. And these keycaps are the Olivetti MT3 keycaps from Drop, which are quite lovely. Very like understated colorway. I really like it though. But I don't know, there's something funny to me about the fact that I put these expensive ass switches, expensive ass keycaps in this budget keyboard, and yet I enjoy it. I enjoy it. And I think it's got a nice thought to it. Why so much bonking? This is so rude. This is so rude. Why so much bonk? Why did I swear? Oh, yeah, okay, fine. I guess. Okay, where did I get to in the chat? What were we talking about? I forget. Emerald the Comet says the best way to enter the room is entering the room with a bonk. That's it. From now on, y'all have to bonk when you enter the room. Them's the rules. If you want to enter with style. Sage, talking about the bread, says, ironically, the salt isn't just for taste. Shows you what I know about breaking bread. It's needed for structure. Who just arrived? Who just got here? The Zim, welcome. Thank you for the bonk. Now that was stylish. The salt isn't just for the taste. It's needed for structure. So it was a sticky mess that wouldn't cooperate. So I had to trash it. Well, that's disappointing. I didn't realize the salt was so critical. I do not remember. Or did not know. Anouk Wolfie, welcome on in. Hello, good to see you. Welcome. some toasty emotes. I love it. Toasty's so great. Maybe we'll see Toasty tonight. She does drop by every once in a while. Nakoma with the blood sugar check. Thank you. Let's see. It was creeping up on me, so I'm hoping it hasn't gone too up. Oh, it's gone quite a bit up. Oh wait, I was going to complain about the bonk, but that's probably someone else entering. Nova, welcome. Thank you for the bonk. The Zim says, it says I have 24.5k potato points, and I've decided to use them all on bonks. You better get to it, I guess. You better get to it. The blood sugar has continued to creep up. It is actually a little high. It's a little high. I'd rather it wasn't way up there. So when I go get my beer, I'll take a little corrective dose. Thank you for that, Nakoma. Because, yeah, I wasn't aware it was going quite that high. Quite that high. If anyone wondering what that's about, or if anyone is wondering what that's about, I mean, I have type 1 diabetes. Wow, words. Type 1 diabetes. I have to monitor my blood glucose levels. I also have to fight off scamps, but that has nothing to do with my diabetes. They just come on by, and I have to punch them in the face. So I have to monitor my blood glucose, and I use this sensor here on my arm to do so, and it sends the real-time information to my phone where I can check, and it lets me know if it's too high or too low or whatever. Yeah, isn't this a nice art style, Emerald? It's quite lovely. Nice chunky pixel art, but beautiful palette. Hey, welcome Artractive. Artractive's like, wait, what is happening? We're already playing the game? Fear not, Artractive. First of all, welcome. I hope you had a nice time with your family. Second of all, no, we're not playing yet. I just wanted to get off of the main menu because the main menu was too spooky. You know, it has that jump scare every once in a while. I didn't like it. This is much more pleasant. Much more pleasant. Nakoma says, okay, I have to lurk. I have work at 7 a.m. and it's almost 1. Yes, please. Get some sleep. I've screwed myself on sleep because I want to hang out here. No, that is so antithetical to what we do here. But I do appreciate you being here. It is lovely to see you, Nakoma. I'm glad you could join us for at least a bit. And I hope you don't suffer too bad for having stayed up with us here. Nakoma, how about some complimentary mic scritches? Just for you. Just for you. As you head off to sleep. Sleep well, Nakoma. Have a wonderful night, a wonderful week, and we will see you next time. Thanks again for being here. Bruce says, Skyrim Maps, my go-to ASMR video. A classic. Even I can acknowledge that. Glad it's still doing it for you. Cameron over on YouTube said, man, I love the Thief Gold series. I've probably watched all episodes 3 or 4 times by now. Yo, now you are a dedicated taffer, Cameron. A dedicated taffer. And I appreciate that. We love our taffers around here. AI301 says, does anyone remember a guy named ASMR Chess? Yeah. I feel like I do. I feel like I faintly do. He had this one video playing Battlefield 2. Niche channels do ASMR the best. I have to admit, smaller channels or niche channels often tend to be my favorites as well. But, you know, different people enjoy different things. Yeah, ASMR Chess, that definitely sounds really familiar. Yo, what's up, Tyson? Shout out to Tyson. How's life in Sarnhole? Trobe asks, I've got any Halloween festivities planned. Nothing as such. Next weekend, Sarah and I are going to be going to Oddities Expo. It's over in Vancouver. There's some kind of Curiosities and Oddities Expo where it's like showing and a bunch of vendors, just like weird, creepy stuff, I guess. Honestly, I don't quite know. It's not really my thing, but Sarah seems very excited about it, so I'm gonna go too. We're gonna go. We'll check it out. It's not exactly Halloween, but it's Halloween adjacent, I guess. As for like Halloween itself, we don't have any plans yet. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. Sometimes my parents have a big bonfire. Mr. Sky says, I was just thinking that I want to build something tactile and was looking for inspo. Inspo. Well, the Boba U4Ts are some pretty nice tactile switches. They have a very satisfying bump to them. People also really like the baby kangaroos these days. I have a board with baby kangaroos, but I think it's still in storage. I don't think I have it here. Bonkageddon, indeed. The bonkening. Bruce says, hey Nick, when you have a 60% keyboard, yes, and you want to replace the keycaps, how do you make sure that you're getting keycaps with the proper function layer legends? A very good question, Bruce. I just look at the picture of the keycaps. Just make sure that I've got ones that are going to fit. Usually, oh, sorry, you're saying the right function layer legends for like secondary, like your secondary layers? I just don't worry about it. I thought you meant like on a 68% board, for example, making sure you had like the 1U modifier keys down here or something like that. But no, you're saying how do you make sure you have the right legends for your secondary function layer? Yeah, that's pretty tough. I generally just don't bother making sure that the secondary function layer legends match up. Usually most aftermarket keycap sets don't even have secondary legends for secondary function layers. Probably for that very reason, right? So you'd be hard pressed to find one with the right secondary function legends. I don't know if you could. So yeah, the answer is I don't bother with it. What was that? What was that? Curtis girl, welcome on in. It's great to see you. Welcome. It's been a hot minute. How are you? Thank you so much for month number 46 in the sub club, Curtis girl. Month number 40 flippin' 6. Always a pleasure to have you here. Curtis girl, are you still living that EverQuest life these days? How's EverQuest doing these days? I always want to check in because I just love the fact that game's still going, still alive. Yakinono, good to see you. Welcome, Yakinono. Tyson, what am I, chopped liver? Tyson, you must have missed it. I said hello, Tyson. How's life in Sarnhole? Gave you a big old shout out just a minute ago, a couple minutes ago. Trobe asks if Victoria has a good Halloween vibe. I would say not as great, like not really. Like there are Halloween parties, there's things to do, but I don't know. I feel like, well, maybe this is just a mistaken impression, but I feel like the East Coast does Halloween way better and way harder than we do out here. I don't know why that is, but I just get that impression. I don't know, can anyone speak to that? It's lived on both coasts or something. Like specifically, I guess I'm thinking like New England area, but maybe that's a mistaken impression because I've never been there. But I don't know. Yeah, Halloween is like, it's a thing here, but it's not like people go crazy over it. We used to have fireworks, not so much anymore. Which I do gather is a very West Coast thing. I think Halloween fireworks are not common elsewhere. Does anyone else do Halloween fireworks? Ilk, welcome on in. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us tonight, Ilk. The scamps of type 1 diabetes. Just gotta fight off those diabetic scamps. Attractive says, oh, that's fair. I secretly love the eerie menu music. Oh, I'm sorry you missed it. We can go back. Just for you. Just for a couple minutes. Do you want to go back? What if we quit? I've not saved my game, but we have a save game from previous, right? Yeah, that's fine. We can... Let's take us to the menu. Oh no, they just killed the game. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. Smuggler K, welcome on in. Smuggler K says, always a great way to start my day with your streams. I'm so glad we can help you kick off the week right, Smuggler K. Alright. Is this the eerie music you were looking for, Attractive? It is pretty spoopy. It's also a little too loud. Oh yeah, it always resets the volumes. Can you still hear that a bit? Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet. Attractive said, today is a public holiday for us. Nice. So my brother came over with the fam and we all swam in the pool and picked mulberries and guavas from the fruit trees in our backyard. That sounds lovely. That sounds like a very nice way to spend the day. Felt like a perfect summer day. That sounds idyllic. Oh man, fresh guavas. That sounds incredible. I'm jealous. Last weekend we went and picked apples at my parents' place. They have so many apple trees. That was a very nice fall day. But no guavas here. Emerald says, I'm very excited for Halloween this year. I'll be going back to my hometown from uni and visiting my sister. That's so nice. That's a great opportunity to go back, visit some family, maybe get some festivities going on. That's lovely. Bruce says, crap, so I just gotta remember where like insert and end are at? Yes. You just write it on with your own little permanent marker. I wouldn't recommend that though. Yeah, pretty much just gotta remember. Them's the brakes with the custom keycaps on the 60%. Curtis Girl says, EverQuest still EverQuest for life. Good, I'm glad to hear it. Let's give a shout out for Curtis Girl here. Curtis Girl, longtime member of this community, streamer here on Twitch, streams classic EverQuest, which is one of, if not the first 3D MMO. Probably not the first, but it was very early. Released in the late 90s, right? If I'm not mistaken. 1999. There you go. 1999. Still going, gang. Still going. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. It's fantastic. Illister, welcome back. Great to see you. I hope you are doing well this week. Attractive says, thank you for sending us back to the menu for a bit. You are welcome. It's by special request. So classic. It is a cool piece of art. It's very moody. I think it's a great menu. They did a fantastic job with it. The music is so, like, it's very eerie and very driving, but like the synth feels very at odds with the tone of the rest of the game so far. But maybe that's just because we haven't seen enough of the rest of it yet. No worries, Tyson. Glad you heard it the second time, and thank you. Appreciate it. Yakanona says, Yakanona says I can speak to the Halloween on East versus West coasts. Yakanona says I moved from New York to Southern California, and the New England area is the most Halloween-y place ever. You get the really good upstate New York or Massachusetts cider too. Yeah, that's the impression I have. I would love to visit New England around Halloween in the fall. That's definitely on my bucket list. One of these years. Trobe says, I think the East Coast has those older towns that have those long storied traditions. Yeah, 100%. I live in Washington State, and my town has a decent vibe. Dark neighborhood streets lined with trees and leaves. Sounds spooky. Definitely we have beautiful foggy, misty days up here. Like the fall is nice, but it's pretty short. And of course, Trobe, Washington, very similar to what we have up here. So, but yeah, we lack that. That's kind of historical Halloween feel, you know, if that makes sense. Nova says, as a native Rhode Islander, if anyone ever gets the opportunity, I highly recommend checking out Salem on Halloween or the weekend right before. It is such a fun time. That's 100%. Sarah has been to Salem in the fall, like in the weeks leading up to Halloween. I can't remember exactly when, but she said it was just incredible. So, yes, I would love to see that one day. Attractive says, apple tree picking sounds incredible. Do they bake or cook anything with all their homegrown apples? Yeah, usually my mom through the fall will make apple pies or apple crisps, but they have way more apples than they can ever bake with. So we usually go steal a bunch. Probably picked like 20 or 30 pounds of apples. We eat some of them fresh. The rest we will sauce down and freeze. We like to bake cookies and cakes with them in the fall. Apple pies we do. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Ilk says the music is a little quiet. Okay, well here, let me turn it up a tad for you. How about that? Maybe that's a little more audible. I hope. Tokyo says, also, hey Tokyo, how you doing? Tokyo says, I've always wanted to do Halloween in Shibuya, but now it's no longer really a thing. I didn't know it was a thing there ever. I feel like it would have been either amazing or awful, but I still wanted to see it for myself. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with the Halloween traditions there. What do they do? Oh, Lord, apple pies. Goddamn apple pies. We haven't made one yet this fall. Gotta get on that. You're still on time, Tokyo. You know how it is. We haven't played the game yet, so. Tower Oik, welcome. Nice to have you here. Tower Oik with the 56-month resub. Goodness gracious me. That is a ball worth some tapping on a tater. Thanks for coming back for another one, Tower Oik. I appreciate your support, your kindness, and your being awesome for all these years. All these years. Tower Oik says, hey, glad I could stop in for a quick minute. Me too. I have to ask, is there any chance for a keyboard video in the near future? Yes. Yes. Soon. Very soon. At the beginning of the video, I was just telling people that just before I started the stream, I was recording the last bits of a video with this here keyboard. So it's going to be the return of keyboard content to the channel and of relaxing reviews to the channel. I'm going to be reviewing some stuff, including this keyboard. I'm excited to have relaxing reviews back. So you can definitely look forward to that in the near future, Tower Oik. Now that it's recorded, I just have to edit, which will take a little bit. Try and get that done in the evenings this week, perhaps. Maybe, if all goes well, I might be able to get that video out middle of the week-ish. But I might be out doing some field work this week too, and if that's the case, I probably will have neither the time nor energy to edit until next weekend. So we'll just have to see. But soon, within a week, there will be more keyboard, new keyboard, fresh keyboard content on the channel. Nova says we go to Salem every year. I proposed to my wife in Salem on Halloween in 2023. That's so awesome. That sounds incredible. Man, Sarah would have lost her mind if I had proposed in Salem. You know, Halloween is her, basically her every day of the year. Like she just, Halloween is her mental state at all times. And, man, I should have thought of that. Why didn't I think of that? We should have gone to Salem. I should have proposed there. That's right, though, Nova. Emerald says, unfortunately, I must retire to bed. Oh dear. I'm trying to say, oh dear, and it didn't quite come out. Oh dear, I'm sorry. You didn't get to see the gameplay, Emerald. But thank you for hanging out. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for coming back. And I do hope we get to see you again soon. We'll probably play Hobbs Barrow again before the end of the spooky season, so maybe I'll get to see some gameplay then. And you can always come back and watch the VOD afterwards. It'll be up on YouTube, so if you're curious to see the game, you can always check it out there. Thank you again for joining us. I hope you have a very good sleep, and I hope your classes go well tomorrow. Have a good night, have a good week, and we'll see you next time. Yeah, it's all good, Ilk. That works for me. It works for me. Attractive says, I'm aiming for Halloween in Japan next year. I really want to go to Disneyland throughout Halloween. Is there a lot of Nightmare Before Christmas stuff? Because that could actually be pretty amazing. Nice, no. Yeah, you knew what you were doing. That's great. Way to go, what? Eyelash, what did I do? What did I do? Oh, I blew it with my wife, you mean? My proposal was not as good as it could have been. Every day is Halloween for the real ones. Absolutely. Absolutely attractive. Yeah, it's true. I blew it. I had one chance and I blew it. I guess I'm just going to have to divorce her and then try it again. That's probably the only logical course of action here. Absolute fool. Yakinono says, I just had a slice of pumpkin pie. I live for this month. I still haven't figured out what my horror movies will be this year. Suggestions welcomed, especially for newer stuff. I am not in the slightest a horror movie aficionado, but if anyone in the chat has recommendations, suggestions, please have at it. Help out a Yakinono. Yakinono says, my girlfriend thinks Halloween is the worst. Oh no. Get out while you still can. That's not gonna work. And even Army of Darkness is too gross for her. Well, there's one thing, like, okay, I understand not enjoying like gore and that kind of stuff. That's separate. Like, you can enjoy Halloween without enjoying gore, for sure. For sure. Naga, you are excited for spooky season. Naga, are you going to be doing some decorating around your place? You gonna go big this year? Spooky foods and pumpkins everywhere. Exactly, attractive. Yeah, that does sound pretty great. Oh, Naga literally followed up by saying I'm shopping around for Halloween decorations. There you go. I'm sorry, Yakinota. I'm sure your girlfriend is lovely, delightful. Wrong about Halloween, but otherwise a lovely person. No one can be perfect, right? Alright, friends. I am going to go and get tonight's stream beer because we're at that point in the stream. where we murder the scamps. Bolos, thank you for the scamp murder. I'm also going to go take a little dose of insulin while I am off getting the beer, since my blood sugar seems to be a little high. So I'll be back. All y'all sit tight, just chill, just big chillin'. Just, you know, take it easy. I'll be back in just a moment. I got the beer, I took my insulin, and then I was telling Sarah about how I messed up by not proposing to her in Salem on Halloween, and she's like, no, dear, it was lovely. We had it was a lovely proposal, but I could tell she was like, I kid, of course, but it would have been pretty rad. Man, fine. That's okay. Well, that's a bit of fire. That's not as much fire as I might have expected, actually. Actually, that's not that much fire. Who's lighting stuff on fire? Attractive. Naga. Attractive. Eyelash. Everyone else was very well behaved. Really, it was just those three tonight. So, congratulations to everybody else in the chat for maturing, you know, for growing beyond the need to burn down chat the second I step away from the camera. Bravo. Bravo. Some here obviously still have some work to do, but Attractive says cooking spuds for everyone. Okay, that's very thoughtful. That's very thoughtful. So really just eyelash and naga then. Attractive says, do not watch Terrifier. I watched it for the first time yesterday. It was way too much gore. The character Art the Clown is really funny, though. I have no intention of watching Terrifier, and Yakinono, you probably should not watch it with your girlfriend either. Yakinono says, nah, Nick, you're right. I signed up for a lifetime of Real Housewives and Bravo in the end. Bait and switch. Oh no, I'm so sorry. It's worth it though, right? Please tell me it's worth it. Yakinona says, believe it or not, she actually grows the pumpkins for these pies. So there's that. Okay, all right. Okay, that's some points back. Sarah, I just saw something I can't unsee. This guy called Yakinono on my stream. His girlfriend who hates Halloween. Well, that is truly scary. That is the scariest thing you could tell her on Halloween. Naga says, now that I have my own house, I'm more excited for that kind of thing. Talking about Halloween decorations. 100%. 100%. We are also very excited to build our Halloween decor collection here and get some fun outdoor stuff this year. Bolos, you arrived just in time to watch chat burn down and for the beer pour. Bruce says, I remember loving some of the old 80s Ghostbusters cartoon series episodes for Halloween with the character Sam Hain. I very faintly remember some of those. I think I must have seen some of those as a kiddo in the 90s. But like, I couldn't tell you anything about them. I just have an impression that I've seen them. Attractive says the Fear Street series on Netflix is amazing. I need to rewatch them this week for sure. Haven't seen it. But maybe we should check that out. Sarah's probably seen it. I know, right? Tame Flames tonight, right? You should say Attractive is full of crap. Is that what you said? Oh no, that's not what you said. Who's full of crap? Eyelash? Who? Naga, that is not what I meant. Ilk feels like boiling some potatoes. Nice, nice. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. The scamp just fell in the oven too. Oops, oops. Who would like some roasted scamp tonight? What about the Barrow Whites monkey? Perhaps we will encounter some here in the game tonight. Rotundus Yeeks, what's up? Attractive asks, are you thinking of doing a Halloween jack-o'-lantern carving video this year? Good question. It's been years since I've done one. I have a few on the channel, but it has been quite a while. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to come up with a good idea, like a good, if I can think of a good pattern that I want to do. Perhaps. Oh, my wife was full of crap, trying to make me feel better with the proposal. Maybe, maybe. Who can say? I thought it was very nice. Gandalf nodding gif. Can I get the right motion? Tokyo says I never dress up for Halloween. It is a little bit lame, but that's okay. It's a lot of work to dress up. Well, it can be as little or as much work as you want, I guess. But I really want to dress up as, okay, I'm gonna get this wrong, but Jinu from K-pop Demon Hunters this year just for fun. Having not seen K-pop Demon Hunters still, I can't. I'm just gonna have to look up the character now. Wow, it would help if I gotta look up, gotta see some pictures. Okay, alright, he's got like a spooky vibe going on. He's got a very excellent hat. Yeah, totally. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Bruce says, I would like to build a life-size spider Daedra and put it in the front yard one of these days. That sounds involved. That sounds very challenging, but also cool as hell. So if you ever do, pics or it didn't happen, we need to see. Oh, hey, Zuckenfuffer, hello. Zuckenfuffer says, I slept through my alarm, but my subconscious still remembered it was stream time. Amazing, amazing. Your subconscious doing you a solid. Welcome, Zuckenfuffer. Demon Ajinu. I should probably watch K-pop Demon Hunters. I probably should, just so that I know what everyone's talking about. Also, I do enjoy me some K-pop, and I hear that soundtrack is a banger. We should have a stream watch? Isn't that like, I want to get like copyright destroyed or something? I feel like, I know there's platforms where like I can watch it separately and everyone else can watch it separately. I know that's a thing you can do, but I should watch it. Alright gang. Alright gang. Let's keep that music going for this beer pour. Tonight's beer is another non-spooky one. I think this is the last one. I gotta check, but I think this is the last one I have in the fridge from like the summertime that I bought. I really want to start buying some seasonals here so we can get some spooky beers, some pumpkin beers, some seasonally appropriate beers in here soon. But this one is one that I feel like I must have tried before, but I don't have any memory of. And I say I must have tried it because it's from my favorite local brewery, Driftwood Brewery. I love their stuff. I especially love their IPAs. Their Fat Tug IPA is an all-time classic. The GOAT, some might say. So imagine my surprise when I saw their Juicy IPA on the shelf, and I was like, I don't think I've had that one before. It's not a special seasonal, it's not a limited edition, it's just one of their core series, but I'm wondering if maybe they introduced it not that long ago. I had just never come across it. I don't know. But anyway, I enjoy myself a big juicy bold IPA, and from one of my favorite breweries. Absolutely. Let's check it out. So we have here a gigantic hop berry. And then like it's juicing. Look at how juicy it is. It be juicing. Says on here. Says drench your senses and dip into a cosmic orchard of hop hedonism. Wow, that's quite a statement. A balanced malt body elevates a complexity of juicy and layered hop profiles, with ripe rays of sun-drenched stone fruit and glimmers of squeezed citrus. Man, this is poetry. Mosaic hops impart aromas of orange blossom and mixed berries, while the crush varietal melds a tropical bounty seamlessly into the array of driftwood juicy IPA. It's a lot of description. It's a lot of flavors. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pick up all those flavors myself, but I guess we'll find out. As a juicy IPA, it's going to be heavily hopped. It's not a hazy, so I don't think it's got any oats or wheat or anything in here. I think it's just heavily hopped, made with water, barley malts, hops, and yeast. It is, however, unfiltered, so it might be a little hazy as an unfiltered beer, but not because of grain additions. So that's what we're trying tonight. It is 6.2%, so it's not crazy, but it's a little stronger than your average beer. Yakinono says, I do not like gore spectacles or horror movies too focused on torture. Stuff I like from the past decade or so include Mandy. Oh, that was the Nick Cage one, right? The Witch in a Violent Nature. And then AFT is The Thing. Sorry, AFT. I have not actually seen any of those films, I have to say. I heard good stuff about Mandy. That's okay, attractive. I'm alright with that. Ilk, you recommend K-pop Demon Hunters? Alright, okay. Bruce says K-pop Demon Hunters is something I wanted to hate so badly, but it is so well done, from animation to music production. You just have to respect it. I guess that's why it's done as well as it has. I guess my biggest thing is, like, does it feel like it has a heart? Like, does it feel like the people who made it, like, cared about it? Or does it feel like some kind of just faceless corporate, like, slop? I mean, it sounds like you're saying it does feel well done, at least. Nova says you could watch with a timer synced up when you hit the play and just stream your cam and the clock while watching, so chat can watch along if they want. That would have to be how to do it. Yeah, there would be no other, like, I couldn't rebroadcast it. I think you can get away with it on Discord servers, Ilk, because you're not publicly broadcasting necessarily. But I feel like if you're just rebroadcasting stuff like wholesale on Twitch, I'm pretty sure that wouldn't fly. I'm pretty sure. Zokenfuffer says it definitely does have a heart. Nice. Bruce says it does not feel canned or corporate. Wow, really, Tokyo? A movie has not given me the feels like this one has in so many years. Ilk says it does have a heart. Oh, it's the Spider-Verse people. Interesting, Zokenfuffer. Cool. Paranorman. That name rings a bell. I'm not super familiar with Paranorman, but what is... Okay, I don't think I ever saw Paranorman. 3D film. Yeah, no, I don't think I ever saw it. Is it fun? Is it good? Nah, it's good, Tokyo. I mean, I can only expect so much out of it, so... Very cool, Gorog. Eyelash says, hear me out. Frankenweenie. Now that's going back. That's going back a ways. Oh, all-time favorite is The Thing. I gotcha, Yakinono. I gotcha. Yes, The Thing is an absolute classic. Although apparently fairly underappreciated in its time. All right, gang, let's open up this beer so we can get to this game one day. I will quiet the music for the moment so you can enjoy the sounds of the beer. Yes, I have Attractive. I have a very similar vibe. Eh? That sounds like something that Sarah would very much enjoy. I mean, I probably would too, but. All right. Let's pour this out. Here we go. So it actually pours quite clear. It's a lovely, clear, golden color. And it's got this beautiful froth. Listen to that. This gorgeous frothy head. And this beautiful clear gold pour. That does smell lovely. I'm getting grapefruit. I don't know what the heck it was saying about stone fruit. I don't get any stone fruit, but lots of citrus. Lots of citrus. Lovely. But it looks very refreshing. Looks very refreshing. Let's try it out. I know it's not a spooky beer, but cheers to the spooky season. All y'all who live for this time of year, I hope you're living it up. I hope you're having a blast, getting some good decorations up and all that. And we will definitely have some spooky, or at least seasonal beers in streams to come here. Cheers to the spooky season, friends. Yummy. It's got a lot of hop flavor, but it's not overbearing, you know. It's it's a bit malty as well, which does help balance out all that hoppiness. And the finish is not super dry. Let's try another sip. I'm getting a little bit of that tropical fruit, a little bit of that oranginess. I don't know if I'm getting orange blossom. That seems a little pretentious. It's yummy though. It's very, very drinkable. It's actually not quite as punchy as I had expected. I guess they saved that for the Fat Tug IPA, which is very strong. This is a Northwest style IPA. This is definitely a little softer and a little more fruity in its hop character. Very, very sessionable though. Very crushable. I like it. It's very good. Zyra the Silent over on YouTube says Paranorman was a nice little film. I put it in the same vein as Tim's Nightmare Before Christmas, the stop motion animation, Frankenweenie, and Coraline. Okay, well then I think we have to watch it because like those are all films that Sarah absolutely loves. So there's another film I'm thinking of that's in that vein. Corpse Bride. Corpse Bride, right? I know I saw Corpse Bride. I forget whether I enjoyed it or not. I guess it was fine. It doesn't stand out to me in my memory, but Tokyo says, I love that you are using the correct glassware. Thank you. Yeah, these are nice tulip glasses that I received as a Christmas gift from my brother-in-law a few years back. And they're nice. Nice to drink from. Livy, you had a glass of Guinness. Very nice. Not had a Guinness for a very long time. Tokyo says, I'll open a new Mexican beer called La Cumbra Elevated IPA. Sounds yummy. Have you had it before? If not, let us know what you think. And Zyra the Silence, his Corpse Bride is one of my favorites. Yeah, I'm trying to remember, like, I think I remember it was, like, fine, but it was a long time ago that I saw it. Maybe we should rewatch. Yakanono says if you can find Hacker Shore or Eyinger at Oktoberfest and are open to them, those are like 9 out of 10 beers for me. I'm open to any beer ever, pretty much. Like it has to be really weird for me to not be open to trying it. I don't know if I'll be able to find either of those, but I could certainly take a look and see in the international section of our liquor store here. See what I can find. Yakanono. Thank you for the recommendations. Alright, friends. Let's head back into the game here. So, I'm going to need your help here. I'm going to see if anyone can help me fill in the details, because we played this game a year ago and we made some progress, but I don't remember the details. Alright? So, in a very general sense, I'll sort of summarize what I can remember of what we're doing here. But maybe some of you who are here can fill in some of those details. Also, Actually Jackson, thank you for the resub. Welcome back for month number 7 in the sub club. I appreciate it, Actually Jackson. Thank you so much for your kind support. And welcome back on into our potato pals, our spud buds, our tater tots. Tater tots. So, my recollection of this game is that we are an archaeologist. I forget our character's name, but we are an archaeologist, and we are coming out to the English countryside. This is during Victorian England, the Victorian era, so sort of mid-late 1800s, I think. And we're coming out here to study a barrow, Hobbs Barrow, which is this ancient burial mound. But there's some weird local legends about it. And I think we received a letter from somebody who told us about it and said we should come out here to investigate it. I think that's what happened. So we came out here and arrived in this small village full of very inward-looking folks, let's say. They don't much care for outsiders from the big city. Recently, the railroad was put through here, and now they're getting all these city dwellers who they don't like very much. So they've all been pretty cold to us, for the most part. And our assistant was supposed to follow a day after we got here with all our gear for the excavation, but our assistant never showed up. And then we were also supposed to meet someone here, the person who sent the letter, and they were going to tell us more about this barrow, the location and whatnot. But they never showed up. And we did make an acquaintance in the local pub, and he was telling us some things about this place, and I think he was going to show us the way to the guy that we were supposed to meet, but then he ditched on us or disappeared as well. I can't remember exactly. And then we eventually met the vicar, who was kind of a weirdo, and I seem to remember he was like out in the woods and then he like threw up or something. and he like cut his hand. I don't remember exactly what happened there, but there was something weird about that. But then anyway, we helped him, and then he took us to the house of the guy who is supposed to help us find the Barrow, the guy who wrote to us initially. And it was way out in the moors. It was quite isolated. We went out there, but there was no sign of the guy who wrote the letter. And I think that's kind of where we left off. We met a whole host of other characters. There's lots of locals. The bartender. There's a kindly old lady by the church. There's some creepy children. But that's kind of the gist of it so far. So I'm not even quite sure what we're doing here. I can't recall if we have... Okay, we do have a to-do list here. But if anybody else remembers anything about what we were doing, or anything that would be irrelevant to detail, please do let me know. Feel free to put it in the chat if there's something tickling at the back of your mind from when we played this last year. Okay, we need to find a way to the postmaster's storeroom. Now, why is that? Okay. Okay, so first of all, locate Hobbs Barrow. It says here, Mr. Shoulder is nowhere to be seen. I think Mr. Shoulder is the guy that wrote the letter and who was supposed to show us the way to Hobbs Barrow. It says here, Mr. Shoulder is nowhere to be seen. It's time to find Hobbs Barrow myself. And then if we click on this one, we have to find a way into the postmaster's storeroom. My crate is inside, so that must be her crate of excavation equipment. How can I get in there without attracting too much attention? All right. That seems to be all we're gonna get. Okay, does also explore Bewley. Bewley is the little town here. I should take a look around the area, more of a village really, and see what I can find out about Mr. Shoulder and Hobbs Barrow. Okay. Alright. So we have to find this barrow ourselves somehow, but we also have to get into the postmaster's storeroom somehow. We have... Oh, that's just the game menu. We also have a map. Oh, interesting. We can actually just jump to the different areas. It looks like the railway station, Bewley Village Square, St. Edmund's Church, Herne Woods. That's where we are right now, in the woods. The Devil's Toe. I don't remember that. Mr. Shoulder's Cottage. And then we have a collection of items here. Got letters. Don't want to do anything with them. Stop. No. We have a room key. That's for our room at the inn. A matchbox. A glove. We found this glove at Mr. Shoulder's cottage. And we don't know what it means or what it has to do with anything. But it might be important. We found a trowel. We have a worm. I don't know what the worm's about. And we have a hairpin. And of course, this is a point and click adventure game, so you do have to think about how to use these items in clever ways. Okay, well, that's what I got. Anybody else remember anything they want to add? Yeah, what's up, Thoric? Welcome. Thoric says, hey everyone, happy Sunday stream. I've been looking forward to more Hobbs Barrow for a while. Well, I'm glad we can do this for you. I'm doing quite well this fine evening, thank you. And I hope you are too. Welcome in, welcome in. Attractive says, it's so good, I'm so glad we're playing more. I kind of forgot where we are too, but I remember it was eerie. Yes, there's this pervasive eeriness through the whole thing. I remember feeling like we are profoundly unwelcome here. Alright, good night, Tokyo. Time to get some sleep. Have a great night. Have a great week. We'll see you next time. Sleep well, Tokyo. My tummy's making noises. Patsy Stone, hello. Good morning. Thank you for joining us from the UK. I'm glad you're here. I hope you enjoy what we're doing here. Alright, so I think this way will take us back to town, if I recall correctly. Yeah, St. Edmund's Church. So maybe we have to talk to some folks, ask around a little more. Now that it seems Mr. Shoulder can't help us get to Hobbs Barrow, we have to find our own way there, and maybe some of these townsfolk might be willing to help us. Although we kind of already did ask around about it, and none of them seemed very interested in helping us. But Mrs. Duplancy was kind, at least, so let's see what she says.
I have nothing else to ask for the time being.
Okay, nothing apparently.
I've no time for such things.
Don't think there's much for us to do in the church here, really.
The flowers have long since dried out. I don't want them.
Alright. Don't think that's gonna help us. Yo, Thorek, you're on thin frickin' ice, my dude. Apparently. Apparently. Eyelash going straight to full nuclear option. Actually, that would be a ban, I guess. What's in here? Can't get in. Okay. I also would love to buy one of her pastries. Or cookies, or whatever they were. Mostly I enjoy baking. Okay, I think this might have been the way to Mr. Shoulder's cottage, right? There's a fresh grave here.
This appears to be a recently dug, unmarked grave.
It's a little mysterious, isn't it? Oh, yeah, this random bench. This game is really vibey. Oh yeah, the rain's perfect for this view across the moors. Thank you for the downpour, Half-Link. What's the plaque on here say? Margaret's Lookout, eh?
I wonder who Margaret is, or was.
Indeed, who is Margaret? Yeah, that rain was perfectly timed. That's scamp. We've encountered a scamp on the moors. What do? I fight it with the hairpin. I throw the worm at it. Yo, what's up, Limit 77? I know what time it is. I know what time it is. Eyelash, what possibly could you have read? Oh yeah, this cairn. This is the Devil's Finger, right?
What a peculiar name.
Devil's Toe. Pardon me.
I can't quite see the resemblance myself.
That's a huge, what, the Devil's Toe is huge? Oh yeah. Okay, so we're back here at Mr. Shoulder's cottage, and nothing. Hey, do you guys think...
Mr. Shoulder continues to prove himself elusive.
Do you guys think we could pick the lock with the hairpin? I don't know if we're able to do that, but why don't we give it a shot?
I can't pick this type of lock with a hairpin.
Guess not. Well, we tried. We tried. Alright. Let's head back into town. Maybe we can go talk to the person at the inn, the innkeeper. They seem to generally be a little friendlier to us than everyone else here. Slash just enjoying wielding the power vested within our moderators. Yeah, Devil's got big toes, turns out. Okay, so here's the town square. Right, these are weird kids. They're kind of creepy. This is like the blacksmith, Mr. Crozier.
I have nothing else to ask for the time being.
Apparently nothing to talk to Mr. Crozier about.
I have nothing else to ask for the time being.
Okay, apparently we just can't talk to anyone. Now I think the post office is back here. Yeah, there we go. Mr. Long.
Hello.
Good day.
The Plow and Furrow, I think, is the inn. Let's talk to Mr. Long about the Plow and Furrow. I feel like talking to Mr. Long about the Plow and Furrow. I don't know about that. How's it going, Mr. Long?
Can I buy you another drink?
I suppose one more ale won't hurt.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
On your offer, Miss Bates.
Let us make our way.
I forgot about this. Yeah, this dude's an alcoholic.
To think, if that station hadn't been built, we would never have met. Blessed be the Midland Railway. Idiot!
Oh,
That station is the worst decision this village has ever made!
interesting.
Cyril Barnaby, a miserable man with miserable ideas. I will change your mind even if it kills me.
Are they gonna fight? Are they gonna fight? What is happening? Yeah, I forgot that that dude, Mr. Long, who lives next to the post office, is a, he likes a drink. And so we have been bringing him to the inn for drinks. And now actually maybe he seems to be quite caught up in an argument here with this guy who is very much against the railway. I wonder if this is our opportunity to sneak back to the post office and get inside the storage room to get our gear. I wonder. Members of Jack can have a little misbehavior as a treat. Until I arbitrarily decide they can't, and then they are banned. You had me at Mr. Long, but you lost me at Angry Drunk.
I'll leave Cyril and Henry to their grand debate.
Okay, so this might be our opportunity to get sneaky. Let's see if we can go back there and get in there now that we've sufficiently distracted. Wow, who's this sketchy looking fellow? The gravedigger.
There's nothing else I wish to discuss at the moment.
Well, I guess we can't talk to the gravedigger. Time to get stealthy. Time to get sneaky. Okay, let's see.
Locked, as expected.
Okay, but maybe we can use the hairpin
Inside without attracting
here.
too much attention.
Let's see if this hairpin will work on this door.
Kenneth taught me this useful trick. A hairpin is much more than a hair accessory. A few wiggles and this lock should spring right open.
Nice. We figured it out, I think.
Snapped the hairpin in the process when I managed to unlock the door.
Nice.
Let's open this envelope. There's a note inside.
Okay, so Kenneth is our assistant, and he was supposed to arrive with the equipment, but he never did. So we're about to find out what happened with Kenneth. Miss Bateman, I beg your forgiveness. A matter of grave urgency has arisen in London. I cannot join you in Bewley. I've packed your usual equipment, and pray you will find local assistance in my absence. I look forward to seeing you upon your return. Yours faithfully, Kenneth Murdoch. Okay, so it sounds like Kenneth is doing alright. He didn't mysteriously die along the way. It's just that we hadn't been able to get a hold of our gear, and so we had not seen Kenneth's letter. Yes, Beanard, we are continuing our playthrough from last year. That is correct.
How very frustrating. I wonder what happened. I'd better get this to the alley before Mr. Long comes back.
Okay, nice.
Moving a fully laden crate through the village square is no easy task. Somehow, no one was there to witness it.
How convenient.
But I didn't give up, because I never give up, do I, Mother?
Oh yeah, she has like, I can't remember, her mom or her dad or someone died. She's got some trauma. I don't remember exactly the nature of her trauma, but unless that note was forged, you never know, Attractive, you never know.
I am as stubborn as my father, as you liked to remind me.
Okay, so this is the alley behind the inn. And
Where's my money? It's not in here.
uh-oh,
Absolute liability of a man.
freaking Kenneth.
It looks like everything else is in here.
Yeah, he was supposed to send money
Porcelain
as
trays,
well.
Shovels. Oh, my chisel, I'll take that. Oh, my lantern. It feels light. There mustn't be any oil inside. I'll leave the rest in the crate. Stanley assured me things will be safe here. No money and no assistant. This is most inconvenient.
Most inconvenient.
Still, I've been in worse situations. I've got a tab at the inn for now. I'll worry about money later. I must find that Barrow and get on with the excavation.
She's nothing if not driven. Patsy says Leonard Shoulder was the man you were supposed to be meeting, but so far hasn't shown. That's right. And we went out to his cottage, and he just wasn't there. Mr. Shoulder. Giving us the cold shoulder. Beanard says, neat. I always find it hard to play games when the sessions are broken up by a lot of time. Do you find that difficult at all, or is it easy for you to get back into the swing of things? Yeah, it can be challenging. Especially in this case, we haven't played it for like almost a year. So trying to remember what the heck we were doing is a little challenging, but it's slowly coming back to me. I think we're getting there. So yeah, it can definitely be difficult. I mean, like from a personal perspective, in the games that I play, like just on my own time, definitely trying to get back into a game after I've been, playing other stuff for a long time can be really challenging. Enough so that I sometimes just don't go back to a game. It's been long enough. Now, it says trauma in a game character? Never. Yeah, I love the pixel art in this game, Beanard. Bruce says, I feel like this game is unique enough that the memory jogs quickly. I agree. Yeah, this is coming back pretty quick. Nothing else in this crate, eh?
I don't wish to carry around my heavy excavation tools.
Okay, fair enough. We acquired a lantern and a chisel. I'm sure both will come in handy. Sounds like...
The barrels are empty. Otherwise the locals will be rolling them into their cellars.
Fair. Sounds like we're gonna need to try and fill our lantern with some lantern oil. Refill lantern. My lantern has no fuel. I need some paraffin in order for it to work. Where would we find such a thing? Maybe the gravedigger knows.
There's nothing else I wish to discuss at the moment.
Apparently not. What's over this way? I actually forget. Oh yeah, this weird kiddo. Pikmin 4. Is there a lot of plot to Pikmin 4, Beanard? Eyelash, thank you for the blood sugar check redeem. That is a very good point, because it was high. But good to see. It has come down to a reasonable level. 8.4, not bad. Thank you very much for reminding me to check. I appreciate it. And now I will steal your channel points. Oh, Ace Trainer Wannabe, I missed your Pokemon card request. Also, apparently I missed a blood sugar check from Eyelash like 50 minutes ago. Ace Trainer Wannabe, you still want that random Pokemon card? We can do that if you want.
The road disappears over the horizon. I see nothing but moorland.
Well, guess we're not going to go that way. Not plot-wise, has been hard. It's just my sessions are super broken up and I forget how to play. Oh yeah, for sure. I definitely have that issue sometimes. Yo, Friendly Kodano, what's up? Eyelash, I'm going to save your next blood sugar check for a bit later. Don't thank me, thank Nakoma. Hey, you know. Well, thank you for tag teaming it. What is this? Famcam, what's up? How's it going, Keith? Good to see you, my friend. Keith says, has redeemed a rate that pie. On a scale from 1 to 10, rate my personal favorite kind of pie. Pizza pie. You know, pizza. Yeah, I'm just gonna shout out here. Actually, wait, what am I doing? Thank you for shouting out Famcam. Yeah, you know, pizza is so versatile, but that versatility just contributes to its rating. Yeah, pizza's a 10. Like, even bad pizza is pretty good, you know? And a good pizza is very good, and excellent pizza is godly. So, pizza, easy 10 out of 10. I'll eat it with pretty much whatever on it. Pineapple, I'll eat it. Love me some pineapple on pizza. I mean, there are very few standard pizza toppings, or even slightly weird pizza toppings that I will not eat. Keith says, I'm not a pie person generally, so pizza is pie to me. I mean, they call them pizza pies, so it seems like fair game. Also, y'all, go check out Famcam. Go check out our friend Keith. Amazing dude. Fantastic guy. Also, a very tingly ASMR creator. If you are not following him, correct that. Correct that omission, that error right now. Improve your life. Beanart says, I just had some local pizza and it was fantastic. Definitely a 10. Nice. Nakoma had asked if someone could redeem the blood sugar check again. Well, thank you for remembering Eyelash and Ilk as well. Naga says, I bet a lot of the townsfolk really wonder why she just stands in place for good chunks of time. She's just thinking, she's pondering. She's an academic. She has things to consider. What the heck is quote 1233? Let's head on into the inn here. Let's talk to the innkeeper. Maybe he knows where we can find some paraffin. Some paraffin.
I have nothing else to ask for the
Okay, I guess not. Who is this man?
Good day, sir.
Nope, guess not. Are those guys still arguing over here? Oh, they still are. That's so funny.
I'll leave Cyril and Henry to their grand debate.
Alright. Oops. I clicked outside the window. Bruce says, Nick, when you type on that thing, I think I can hear it down here in LA with the window with the windows open. I know, it is offensively loud. Isn't it great? It's so satisfying though. It's so clicky. It is quite delightful, but it is offensively loud. You are not wrong about that. Okay, I don't know, there's a door over here. Is there like a shoe store? Maybe a shoe store would have paraffin, I don't know. Nope.
No one here.
What about a blacksmith?
Good day.
Yes.
Yeah, let's ask about the lantern here.
I was wondering if you might be able to spare some lantern oil.
I don't have much to spare, lass. Paraffin is as rare as hen's teeth in these parts.
Is it now?
How much coin do you have?
None.
I'm afraid.
If you're in a bind, I can trade you a small amount.
A trade, you say?
Aye.
What kind of trade? Bernard says our character wouldn't stand out too much considering that's what everyone else is doing. A fair point. A fair point.
What can I trade you for some lantern oil?
Surprise me.
Thanks for your time.
Surprise me?
Speak to you later.
Okay. Oh, I know what we could trade him for lantern oil. Check it out. He's got a fossil up here. You can't see it because it's behind my dumb head. But here, let me hide my dumb head for a second. And you will see he has a fossil up here.
It's not mine to take.
But I remember that we found outside of town a fossil near a stream, and now we have a chisel, so we could chisel that fossil out of the rock and bring it here. I bet you he would happily trade some lantern oil for that fossil. Let's do it. Let's do it. He's giving you no idea straight up though. He's just like, surprise me. Famcam says habanero is a really good pizza topping, but my conscience is wrestling with my desire to recommend it. I would have pizza with some habanero pepper on it. Not a lot, but a little bit. Bruce says that voice actor sounds like the dude that voices Brynjolf in Riften. A little bit. Especially when he says the word coin, I can hear it. Yeah, I can see what I'm picking up what you're putting down. I wonder if it's the same guy. I have a PhD, I have a smart head. Only sometimes. Only sometimes. Famcam says the real life Dr. Nick saying his head is dumb proves that Dunning-Kruger goes the other way too. Yakinono, I agree on all accounts. Habanero is good, jalapeno is good, basil is really good. We have a basil plant out back, so we can have fresh basil whenever we want. Okay, check it out. Fossil right here, huh?
I can't pry the fossil from the rock with my bare hands.
I cannot, but I can use a chisel. You normally need a hammer too, but that's okay. Splendid.
Extracted in one piece.
Excellent. Now you must have a fossil. There it is. Very good. Kajitas wares if you have coin. Bernard says, okay, but what is history? What is a history-rich piece of Earth's biological roots to a lousy lantern? I say we keep the fossil. It belongs in a museum. I don't disagree, Bernard, but I don't think the game's going any further if we don't trade it away. Patsy asks if we can combine the hairpin and the worm. I think the hairpin broke. I don't even think we have the hairpin anymore. Sorry. Hairpin's gone. It broke when we picked the lock. I'm guessing we'll have to use the worm as bait for like a fish or a bird at some point. Slam Dunkins says must make stacks on Twitch. if only. That'd be nice. It's okay though. I enjoy doing it. It ain't about the stacks. Alright. Eyelash says, if you feed that worm to a bird, I'm going to be so mad. That worm is my girlfriend, and I promised to still love her. Sorry, Eyelash. You're not allowed to love your girlfriend if she is a worm. It's just rules. You walk into next screen and Mike is just chilling. Just telling lies. Fun fact, Mario gets along with Khajiit. 3 guesses why. Oh, I got it. Because he definitely has coins. Dylan, I'm sorry you missed the beginning of the stream, or the first couple hours of the stream. It's okay though, we'll go for a bit longer for sure. You haven't missed too much. Mostly me yapping. Alright, let's give Mr. Crozier this here fossil.
Would you trade some of your paraffin for this fossilized ammonite, Mr. Crozier?
Now then, 'tis a beauty that. Looks familiar. I'll take it off your hands.
Wonderful.
Let me fetch some paraffin from inside.
Nice. Feeling sassy tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Crozier.
Nice. Mr. Crozier got a good deal there, says the achievement. Maybe he did. Nice. Now we have paraffin to fuel our lantern. We don't need to do so just yet. I assume we'll have to use it when we get to the Barrow. But that remains an issue. We do not know how to get to the Barrow yet. Beanard says, if I recall correctly, you have a pretty neat educational video about some fossils I have. Yes, that's true. That is up on the channel. We take a look at some trilobites and some ammonites. Yeah, that was from a few years back. That was fun. Famcam says, not a lot of people know this, but I tend to get a lot sassier when my mind is ready to fall asleep, but my body isn't. I wonder if that's because being so sleepy, like, helps to, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, suppress your inhibitions, because you're kind of a little more, like, woozy, so you're just kind of like, I don't know, whatever. I'm sassy now. Just a theory. Okay, well, here's my thinking. None of the ways we've tried to go are taking us to the Barrow yet. I wonder if, I seem to recall out here in the forest, there was a direction we couldn't go because there were some guys chopping down trees. And they're like, hey, we'll be done in a day or two. But, whoa, what? Creepy little girl, did you see that? Did you see that creepy little girl? I wonder if she was the creepy little girl that we saw previously up by the, by where we just got the fossil from. I remember there was a little girl and her brother playing there by the river. But that was definitely creepy, right? Alright. Let's follow creepy little girl.
Jane?
Okay, you can't see it because my dumb head's in the way again. But that creepy giggling you just heard was coming from this hole down here. That's upsetting. Eyelash says, I'm always sassy because I have zero self-control. You know what? Own it. Own it. Beaner says, I just get grumpy when I'm tired in general. Not my favorite thing about me, but I think that's how a lot of us are. Yeah, for sure. Ilk, you saw the creepy little girl. Okay. Yeah, this is creepy. Do we see if we can find her in the hole? Let's go.
Jane, get out of there. Don't make me come in. Fine.
Are we just gonna crawl into this creepy hole?
Curses. The hole is too small for me to fit through.
This is weird. I don't like it. Okay, we can't get in there. Do we have anything that could lure her out? We have letters, key, matchbox. We'll smoke her out. A white glove. We have a trowel. We could dig her out. Nothing good can come from the giggle hole. I agree. We'll toss the paraffin down the hole and then use the match to ignite it. Okay, I don't know. Let's try the trowel. Let's see if we can dig her out.
I was always happiest with a trowel in my hand.
Okay. Yeah, that giggle is really creepy.
Uncovering hidden worlds within the earth itself, clod by clod.
Next time I had catching some strays tonight. This is the death hole. We'll see.
That should do it.
Oh man, we've dug it out now, so it's big enough. Here, let's do that again. It is now big enough that we can crawl in there. I don't like this at all, y'all. I don't like this one bit. Saint Nick bless us. We're going in. You can tell the beer is kicking in when Nick considers arson and murder.
I should fill the lantern with paraffin before I go in there.
Oh yeah, sure.
May cause me to spill the oil.
Okay, I guess we're gonna use this lantern now. Seems like a bit of a waste, but okay.
The lantern is fueled and ready for action.
Okay, shall we head on in there? Yeah, this is so much nope. We are going to die. Also YOLO. She's gonna do the creepy backwards upside down crawl out of this hole. That's the wrong Barrow. It really is. Fire in the hole. Wasting the oil on some creepy kid. Alright, in we go.
Right, let's put this lantern to good use.
Oh man, I don't like this at all. Why is there a hole here? Where does it go? Why is the little girl down the hole? You come out in Moria. There's a YOLO County, California. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, this is really spooky.
Jane, come out at once.
I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. That's not Jane. That's a very angry badger. That's a very angry badger. Frickin' Jane.
Silly, what are you doing in that smelly old badger's hole?
You Yes, you were.
Not true. I was hiding behind that tree over there. I got bored of waiting for you.
So where can I find Hobbs Barrow?
Go north from the church graveyard, up the hill. You'll see some muddy fields on the horizon. That's Mr. Bryden's farm. Hobbs Barrow is there. Don't tell any grown-ups I told you. And thanks for getting Myrtle back.
My pleasure. Thank you, Jane. You've been a great help.
That was weird. I mean, at least we didn't get like badger rabies. Could have been worse. But that was kind of weird, right? That is definitely not Jane. Just into the hole. You're finally awake. Jane's probably Satan. That's her toe over there, you know? That big Karen. Hippo says, I was literally typing imagine a badger Kansas. Keith, you once got pulled over for doing 98 and a 70 in YOLO. You really did YOLO that day. You truly did. I feel like it's the kind of county where everyone must go and take pictures with the sign. And you clearly are psychic, eyelash. That's the last time you YOLO'd it that hard, Keith. The way she ran off was creepy as hell. Could not agree more, Bruce. We wasted that oil on a freaking badger. But we did get directions to Hobbs Barrow. She told us how to get there now. So, you know, maybe it was worth it. Yeah, doing 100 seems awfully fast there, Keith. Where are you going? Not the smelly badger hole, says Sly Blue Demon. We do not enjoy the smelly badger hole around here. We are done with the smelly badger hole. You've YOLO'd harder than that many times since. I don't know, Keith. I don't know about that. But more legal. Alright, fair enough. I'm trying to think. Okay, what is 100 miles per hour in kilometers? 160? That is very fast. I think the fastest I've probably ever driven is like maybe 140. 160 is extremely fast. Extremely fast. Nice, that sounds very cozy, Umar. Keith says most Americans will drive way over the speed limit but avoid jalapenos like the plague. It's kind of hilarious. I mean, yeah, that is kind of hilarious. The worst a jalapeno is gonna do is like give you a bad day, and maybe a bad day later when it's coming out the other end. Doing super speeding is a good way to die. So there's that. There's that. Yo, Lassus, how you doing? Lassus says, I really love this game. Pretty much everyone around where I live has similar accents. That's cool. There's a lot of awesome accents in this game. Okay, so apparently we have to go this way to get to Hobbs Barrow. Oh yeah, the creepy crow in the circle of mushrooms. So I guess Hobbs Barrow must be out here somewhere. Keith says, driving over the speed limit is strangely a big part of California culture. Interesting. One that I really don't recommend partaking in. Yeah, fair enough. That doesn't sound safe at all. I mean, people speed up here too, but I wouldn't say it's like cultural speeding. Bob's Barrow. Indeed. Yes, please drive responsibly, all. for your own sake, but also the sake of those around you. Yakinono says, they really do though. Jalapenos are right next to the nacho cheese at most basketball games. Or do they really though? I see. I don't know. Do you ever see people taking those jalapenos?
As I trudged through the barren moors, with only the odd sheep for company, I reflected upon my visit to Bewley thus far.
Bewley. Bewley. Enjoy your lurk, ilk.
The enigmatic Mr. Shoulder and his puzzling disappearance.
Indeed.
The townsfolk of Bewley, who had made it as difficult as they could for me to find Hobbs Barrow.
Yeah, the townsfolk here really did not want to reveal where Hobbs Barrow is. Shout out to Jane. She's a real one. I could really go for some jalapenos with some nice, some nachos with some jalapenos, lots of cheese, some little diced tomatoes, you know, a little green onion on there, nice crispy cheese at the edges, you know. Yeah, the voice actress in this game has a really pleasing voice to listen to. Agreed. On that note, there's a character in Genshin Impact that recently released. Her name is Lauma, and she has an incredible ASMR voice. I swear that the engineers, like the sound engineers, must have like done something to her vocal recordings to try and like, I don't know, make her enunciation, I don't know, it's hard to say. I can't quite put my finger on what they've done, but it's like something about the way her voice was recorded and processed and the way she speaks is just like fantastically ASMR to me.
The suspicion, the wariness in their eyes. Only now I know it was actually fear.
Uh-oh, that's foreboding. That's ominous.
In the end, it was the innocence of a child, young Jane, that condemned me to my fate.
Yo, what fate? What fate? That's very spooky. That's very ominous. Oh, jalapeno poppers would be fantastic. Famcam says, interestingly enough, even I struggle with jalapeno slices when they're served with pho because of all the water in the broth. That much water amplifies the spice. Interesting. I will usually put the jalapenos in my pho, but it depends on the jalapeno because I find that the spiciness of jalapenos can be so variable. Sometimes you get some that are like quite weak, other times they just like punch you in the face. Ilk says, alright, I'll be lurking now. Glad I was here for some time. Have a nice stream. Good night, Ilk. Thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate it, as always. Lovely to see you. Have a very nice lurk and a very nice night, and we will see you next time. Take care, Ilk. Eaten by badgers. Yeah, that was her fate. That's right. Oh man. Naga says, oh, you hungry? You gotta go get your half sandwich, your half Sammy. Control Shift Enter says, woke up to jalapenos discussion. I mean, there's worse things to wake up to. What are your feelings on jalapenos? Control Shift Enter. Eyelash says, Nick saying pho activates my fight or flight to press the bonk button. I'm trying to think of how I can just trigger you now. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's around here. I've seen photos of a restaurant, Pho King, I definitely know such a place exists. I don't think we have one around here, but that's bold. That's bold. Umar asks, any fall vids or Halloween vids planned? Well, I'm definitely going to be doing my traditional Skyrim Halloween video. No way I'm missing that. Beyond that, we were chatting earlier, or discussing earlier, the possibility of doing a pumpkin carving video. I might do that this year if I can come up with something that seems fun. Beyond that, nothing specific planned, just some more spooky stream games. But I'm open to suggestions. Yakinono says, I know this chat. I know, man, this chat made me Jones jalapenos. Your girlfriend grew Scotch bonnet peppers. I don't think I've ever had a Scotch bonnet before. Are they super spicy? They use them a lot in Caribbean sauces and dishes. Okay, alright, sounds good. Umar, I don't have a Halloween costume picked out yet. I don't know, what do you guys think I should be for Halloween? Why did the music stop? Or the sound, the wind? Famcam says jalapenos can range from 2.5k to 7.5, or 2k to 7.5k on the Scoville scale. So that's a pretty wide range. Not so insane amount, relatively speaking, but they do have a punch, for sure. Control Shift Enter says, my mother has been growing peppers this summer and she has some jalapeno plants that have mutated with some other peppers. Ooh, doing some pepper science. They are super spicy. I have to say, I'm not very knowledgeable about the world of spicy peppers, but I do enjoy myself. Like, modestly spicy peppers. I'm not interested in the ones that are just gonna make me cry, just blow my face off, but Scotch bonnets are the same spice as habaneros with more bitter flavors, says Famcam. Alright, that sounds alright. That sounds alright. I should be a keyboard and my wife should be a mouse. That'd actually be really cute if she was like the animal mouse and try to like get people to guess what we're doing. I mean, it's a great name. It's a great name. I'm glad that was a new one to you. Oh yeah, those Packy chips are quite hot, Naga. I can have like a couple at a time, but like there's no way I could do a whole bag. I would die. Tuba Fat, good to see you and thank you for the downpour. Umar says I should do a fall beer vid. Okay, I'd consider it. We have some nice fall beers, some pumpkin ales, some good seasonals around here. If I can rustle up enough beers that seem interesting for a fall beer tasting vid, I might just do one, Umar. I might just do one. Thank you for the suggestion. Alright, what else we got going around here? We got some fields out there. I guess this is where we're supposed to go to find Hobbs Barrow. Somewhere out this way, right? Oh, a goat. Hello, goat. Goat just goes, meh.
I'm not fond of goats at the best of times, but this one seems particularly disagreeable.
What are we supposed to do with the disagreeable goat?
This is not mine to take.
Okay. Do we have to get past this goat? Let's try going through this gate. Let's see if we can go across the field.
I've no desire to wander the furrows.
Apparently not. Okay.
Ah, the smell of damp soil and rotting vegetation.
Eyelash says I don't need any additional help to cry or to have digestive issues. Fair enough. Oh, the super death chip. Oh, like the... Yeah, the ones I had were, I don't know, ghost pepper, maybe? Packies? I don't know. Yeah, no, I would never do one of those, like, spicy challenge, bajillion Scoville pepper, or bajillion Scoville unit chips. I don't need to do that to myself. Eyelash says, I want to see a beer review where you taste a popular generic beer and you spit it out and say, disgusting. Like that woman yelling at the kid for not flushing the toilet. I don't actually know the meme you're referring to, but now I need to go look it up. Wow, lasses. I have never been a big fan of goat meat, I have to admit. I like goat cheese. Let's see if the owner of this goat would kindly remove the goat. Hello. I will introduce myself.
My name is Thomasina Bateman.
Thomasina Bateman.
I presume.
Aye, what do you want, lass?
We can ask him about Hobbs Barrow, but he's not gonna like that we ask him. He's gonna be like, no.
I understand Hobbs Barrow is located on your land.
Oh, well, yes. Why'd you ask?
I am an antiquarian, Mr. Bryden. I'm writing a volume on the barrows of England.
Oh, suppose you'll be wanting to dig about it.
If at all possible, Mr. Bryden. I was invited to Bewley by Mr. Leonard Shoulder, who told me such excavation would be possible.
Leonard Shoulder? I haven't seen him in years. The last I heard he were on death's door. There's to be no more digging there, lass. Not since he went so badly last time.
Excuse me, what? Okay, so Leonard Shoulder is dead? And the last time someone dug at Hobbs Barrow, something bad happened, apparently. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Naga says they make more normal type of chips, but there is the single chip case with this horrifically spicy single chip that looks like Satan made it. Nope. Nope, no interest at all, thank you. Yeah, I also might die, Eyelash. I'm with you on that. So you did it, Naga? Yeah, I'm not interested, thanks. It kicked Famcam's ass, and Famcam likes his spicy stuff. Naga says it felt like someone was poking my tongue with a hot poker. No, thank you. Not interested. That does sound delicious. Control Shift Enter. Traditionally made with goat. Okay, alright, sure. Then who sent the letter? That's right, Naga. Who sent the letter? If Mr. Leonard Shoulder's been dead for a while. Umar says local tea cafe is having a Harry Potter trivia too. Your hyped only thing you nerd about. Sounds like a fun time. Umar says I should do a beer and jalapeno ASMR video, 20 jalapeno challenge. I think I'll just enjoy my beer without the jalapenos, thank you. A habanero IPA? Okay, well that I would try. From Sculpin, interesting, Yakanono. 100k sub vid spicy chip challenge. Why must you ask me to suffer so? Wait, you kept some, Naga, just in case? Just in case you need to, wait, some people literally died doing the spicy chip challenge? That's messed up. Okay, we need to ask about the last time, because that was very ominous.
Was there a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Aye. My brother dug it up. Must have been 25 years ago. You see, whatever he found inside, well, it drove him mad.
Oh?
Aye. I moved back here to look after him. Poor bastard hanged himself not long ago.
I'm sorry, Mr. Bryden. That's terrible.
Time passes, but it was an awful thing.
Wow, that's messed up. The other men, I guess, who were excavating with his brother.
Who else was involved in the excavation?
2 others, I believe. Outsiders, perhaps. I can't say for sure. I think they left town pretty swiftly afterwards. I lived in Bakewell at the time. I only moved back here to look after Samuel. I took over the farm when he passed away.
I see.
Sure, let's ask about the farm.
What can you tell me about your farm?
Samuel's fair to side. We're a fortunate family. The soil is fertile here. Crops grow without too much trouble. All the other farmers around here raise livestock. Even Lord Panswick. We grow feed for them.
Most fortunate, Mr. Bryden.
Do we ask about his brother? That seems a little insensitive, but I kind of want to know.
What did your brother find?
Samuel. Samuel were his name.
Sorry, what did Samuel find in Barrow?
I don't know. But something went wrong. Afterwards, he could barely speak. He couldn't make out a word like.
It must have been hard.
He lost a hand in that excavation too, you know.
Goodness me, how?
I try hard not to speculate on what might have happened last. I'd see him disappear into that barrow, dragging timber in with him. You'd hear him hammering away for hours. I offered him help, but he'd have none of it. Soon enough, he'd block the entrance off. To look at it now, you'd never know the thing we dug up. The land has reclaimed it.
That's spooky. Know your limits, chip within it, indeed. Yakinono says, I dropped a ghost pepper chip once and my dog ate it. Oh no, you freaked her. Yeah, well, poor Popper. Fortunately, he just looked chill and begged me for more. Dog's just like, what? What? You think this is spicy? You think this is spicy? Let's ask about Leonard's shoulder again. The dead man.
You haven't seen Mr. Shoulder for some time.
I hear about him now and then, but it must be a good few years since I've set eyes on him.
He hasn't been here to visit Hobbs Barrow.
To my knowledge, I heard he's beset by ailments.
Oh, maybe he's not actually dead. Okay.
Odd. I assumed he'd spoken to you about my visit.
Not at all.
Weird.
You say Mr. Shoulder is at death's door. What exactly ails him?
I'm unsure. It's just what I've heard. I wouldn't want to speculate on matters that are not my business.
The dog's taste buds just straight up failed him. Maybe dogs don't experience spiciness like we do. Let's ask about this dude himself.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Bryden.
I may be with my wife. I might be long in the tooth, but I can still run this farm without too much help.
Tell me about your wife.
Is your wife home?
She's out in fields, lass, pulling weeds. The curse of such fertile soil. 40 years we've been married. I couldn't do it without her, you see.
Congratulations, Mr. Bryden.
My wife is a fine woman. Are you married, lass?
No, no. I've had my fair share of proposals, Mr. Bryden, but that's not the life for me.
Marriage is an important institution. You'll find a man one day.
Thanks, Mr. Bryden.
I manage rather well without one, Mr. Bryden.
Let's ask about Lord Panswick, who owns this land.
What can you tell me of Lord Panswick?
He keeps us going. Most of our crops go to feed his animals.
What is he like?
Oh, I've hardly laid eyes on him. He sends his workers here to pick up the crops.
I see.
Eyelash says, my dogs would have just pooped all over the house. Poor puppers. They got into the chicken feed once and the fiber content. My poor home. Oh no. Oh, that does not sound good. Yo, what's up, T-Mid? I'm doing well. We're playing a spooky game. Things are getting spookier. Let's ask about the goat.
That's quite an intimidating goat you own.
The old girl does a better job of protecting this farm than any hound would. She still produces a lot of milk for us, so we forgive her temper.
Alright. Well, maybe he'll give us permission. I don't think he's going to give us permission. Sounds like he had a really bad experience with his barrow.
Mr. Bryden, may I please have your permission to excavate Hobbs Barrow?
No. Have you not been listening, lass? Samuel found something in there that's best left to rot. No digging here, lass.
Ooh, we've got a decision to make. We can say as you wish, which is probably the correct answer, because this guy's clearly not going to allow us to dig. We can say, no, I won't take no for an answer. Or we can say, wouldn't you like to find out more about what Samuel found in there? I don't think he does want to find out more about what Samuel found in there, and I can't say I blame him. Teammate, I have never played DBD. I've seen it played, but it doesn't really interest me too much, I have to admit. It's not really my kind of game. Unless there was a way to, I don't know, play it. Like, I don't know. I'm just not super into, like, asymmetrical multiplayer horror, I guess. Come on, old gentleman, send us to die in the barrow, please. I think we just tell him as you wish, and we go do it anyway. We don't need to bother this poor old man about it. We just do it. YOLO.
As you wish.
Good. Come to your senses.
Perhaps I can at least see Hobbs Barrow?
Perhaps I can at least see Hobbs Barrow.
I suppose you've come a long way to be here, lass.
All the way from London, Mr. Bryden.
Have you any proof of all you've told me?
Proof?
You wish to see proof of what, Mr. Bryden?
I can't let any Tom, Dick or Harry wander around me fields. What proof have you of your claims?
Thanks for your time.
What proof do I have? I have a letter, right? I can't remember what the letters say, but maybe they're proof. Let's find out.
Here is proof that Mr. Shoulder invited me to Bewley in order to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
Right. Letters from Mr. Shoulder.
Lennon making bold promises, I see. Don't make me regret this, but yes, you can have a look at it.
Thank you.
Anyhow, once you set your eyes on it, you won't be wanting outdo with it. The place gives one a queer feeling.
So where can I find it?
Through that gate to your left. Just head straight across the chopped field there. After 10 minutes or so, you'll see Barrow, set on a hill ahead.
Thank you again, Mr. Bryden. I really do appreciate it.
Love the accents in this game. A queer feeling. Yep, absolutely. Just... Thanks, bro. We'll get digging now, later. I definitely won't go there and dig. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Give you a queer feeling. Gay. Oh dear. Indeed. T-Mid says, understandable. It's multiplayer. Some people love different games. That's okay. What's your big game that you play that's a big title? Like big AAA games I enjoy. Yeah, I enjoy Space Marine 2. I enjoy Assassin's Creed Shadows. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other games I've played this year that are big AAA games. I enjoy Oblivion Remastered. I don't know if that counts as AAA, but... Old man missed Pride Month, but he's got the spirit. Alright, let's go. That rain's in the game.
I probably should have brought my umbrella.
Yeah, it looks pretty miserably soggy out here, doesn't it? What other games have I been playing? T-Mid. I've been playing a lot of smaller indie stuff. I play Genshin Impact. I don't know, does that count as a AAA game these days? I mean, it should. It's one of the most expensive games of all time, so... What's this? A stone. AR. Hobbs Closet.
Clue what that could be referring to.
Yeah, I have no idea what AR is about.
Finally, here it is. Hobbs Barrow.
That's quite the lump of ground.
Indeed, a barrow of a most unusual rectangular form. I've not seen something like this since West Kennet Long Barrow. Yes, this shall make a fine entry for my book. What secrets do you conceal, I wonder?
Bad stuff, I bet. Bad stuff, I bet. And here I thought Genshin Impact was free. I mean, define free, Beanard. Yes, what I mean is one of the most expensive games to develop ever. It might be the most expensive game to develop ever, if you count the last 5 years that it's been developed for. Steel Neko says, oh hey, another channel I follow just played Hobbs Barrow. Cool. It's a great game. Or a great name. It is a great name too. It's a very strange, memorable name. But I bet you it's a great game as well. Okay, what do we do with it? She's checking it out.
That smell.
What smell?
Earthy and sweet.
Earthy and sweet. Oh, flashback time. Oh gosh, what is happening?
3, 2, 1. You can open your eyes now, Thomasina. Come.
Yeah, I remember.
Are you ready for your
Whoa.
first excavation?
Yes,
Pixel titties on a statue.
Make sure
TOS.
you remember everything I've taught you. I have a feeling you might find something special.
how exciting.
I'll be watching from the steps, my little bird. Good luck.
Thank you, Daddy.
What are we looking for? Sorry, did you say I was too distracted by the pixel titties. Are we on a scavenger hunt? Are we looking for something? We can look at the statue. There's a trowel.
Now I'm ready.
Okay, we have a trowel, so we can go digging. There's some dirt there.
Hello.
Just say hello to the statue. That's pretty cute. Okay, there's dirt in a few places. Let's try this dirt.
Nothing here.
Bab time again. Indeed. Steel Echo says the excavation goes great. The second half of the game is just making detailed archaeological notes and cleaning relics with small brushes. Sounds great. I'm in. Let's do it. Nothing could go wrong. Beanard says he said something about an excavation, but then you mentioned the pixel titties and I too got distracted. It's okay. It's classical art. It's highbrow pixel titties. It's culture. Yo, what's up, roars? Welcome.
Treasure's here.
No treasures here. Right. So, if memory serves, Thomasina's dad was also an archaeologist, and I guess he's trying to, get her excited about the the family, you know, business. Not that it's business, but you know, her heritage. Roars, happy 18 months, happy 1.5 year subiversary. That is epic. Roars, thanks so much for coming back for another one. I appreciate your kind support. And I'm going to tap on this potato to show you just how much I appreciate it. I mean, if you think about it, any titties you see on a screen are pixel titties. Really. Right? Oh yeah, quote 0. That's a pretty good one. I forgot about that. That was last weekend. Quote 1600. Quote 1600. We have 1600 quotes. Jeez Louise. It's all good, Attractive. You were so close. You were so close. Eyelash got you. He brought back an antique pot and he's buried it for her to find. Got it. Thank you for paying attention, Steel Neko. Someone's paying attention.
Treasure.
Yo, girly. Leave it in the ground. In situ. Come on.
Well done, little bird.
Document it.
First successful excavation. That urn you're holding is very old and precious. Take good care of it, all right?
I will, Daddy. I promise.
All right. I like the rain sound here. Aw, wipes away a tear. Very subtle rain. Well, are we gonna use a trowel to get in here? That seems like a very small tool for a very big job, but I guess that's what we got.
In good time.
Oh. Right, we're not supposed to get in here yet. We're just here to look. Wink, wink. Alright, well, we'll have to come back in the dead of night, probably. Well, we finally found it. Hobbs Barrow.
I do have a feeling there is something exceptional to be discovered here, and must gain Mr. Bryden's permission to excavate.
Wow, that is very upright of her, very honorable of her. She's not just gonna be sneaky about it. Thorax says, without context, that urn is worthless. Press F for lost archaeological knowledge. Exactly, exactly. Turns out her dad was actually a terrible archaeologist. Taught her all the wrong things. She's just going to go in there and wreck the place. All that useful knowledge will be lost. That's why Mr. Bryden actually did not want her to go in there. Steel Neko says, have you ever been to the Royal Tyrrell Museum? I have. Many years ago. Probably 20 years ago. Maybe longer. Yeah, I do recall that. It's a very cool place. I would like to go back. Nice. Classic quote 701. Classic. Oh dear. Well, friends, I feel like we've hit maybe kind of a natural stopping point for tonight. I feel like we found the Barrow, finally. We spent like the entire time we played this game last year, we spent wandering around in Bewley. We didn't even get to the frickin' Barrow. But we finally found Hobbs Barrow. Now we have to figure out how we're going to excavate it. Apparently, we have to get Mr. Bryden's permission. I don't think he's going to agree. He really seems to feel very strongly about not letting us in there, which I totally appreciate given what happened with his brother. It sounds like a bad time. It sounds like a bad time. Beanard says, why don't we ever quote Nick when he says something kind or brilliant? Thank you. Thank you, Beanard. Wow, that is a very insightful question. That's one I can't answer. You're gonna have to chat's gonna have to field that one. Sorry. Case in point. Quote 1034. Oh my god. Hey Lionheart, welcome. Good to see you. And thank you for the blood sugar check. I appreciate you keeping an eye out for my well-being. And the good news is that my blood sugar is doing just fine. 6.7 and relatively stable at this point. So I think we're good. But thank you for that. It was a little high earlier. Lionheart, I hope you're doing well. Can we get a shout out for Lionheart in the chat, please? Lionheart is a variety streamer, plays all kinds of games here, but a big focus on one of our favorites here, Thief. Lots of Thief over on Lionheart's channel, and some chill gameplay as well. So please go hit that follow. Thank you for the shout out. I appreciate that. Will, I'm sorry. Sadly, I probably should wrap it up. I do need to get to bed myself, work in the morning and whatnot. And like I said, this seems like a good natural stopping point. I feel like we finally at least reached the Barrow. And the next undertaking is going to be figuring out where or how to get in there. How to get in there. Oh, Lionheart, that's right. How has the move been so far? I hope the new place is good. Yes, unpacking. We're still unpacking here. We're still not done unpacking. I don't know. Maybe we just suck at moving, but it takes freaking ever. Wow, Eyelash. Wow. That's rude. That's rude. Attractive trying to figure out the context for the Santa's sack quote. There is a context, I promise. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Vil the Sinful says, brilliant things are not said, they're motivated. It's very mysterious. Yes, Will, I hope you can enjoy the rest of the VOD after the fact. Before we wrap it up here, though, how this goes, let's make sure that you have somewhere nice to go and chill, because there are all kinds of fantastic streamers here on Twitch, all kinds of fantastic ASM artists here on Twitch, and I'm gonna make sure that we leave you all with one. Let's see who is streaming tonight that we can go visit. ASMR Punk is streaming, however, I think he'll be wrapping it up soon. I don't necessarily want to raid into someone who's about to end. Punk is fantastic, though. We all should go follow Punk. He raids us all the time. Also, fantastic dude. Top quality ASMR. However, it looks like Toasty's streaming. We all love Toasty around here. We were talking about Toasty earlier. Super chill, super cozy vibes. Awesome community. Let's do it. Let's go raid Queen Toasty. Hopefully she's taking raids. Let's find out. Let's frickin' go. Alright, gang, if you are hanging out with us on Twitch, all you gotta do is hang out in the chat, and in a minute or so, you'll be whisked away to an awesome stream by another awesome creator, Queen Toasty. When you get there, please show some support, hit that follow, support another excellent, wholesome, high-quality ASMR artist here on Twitch. And feel free to let them know where you came from. We got the old, if you're subscribed, we got the ASM raid emote, like so. Feel free to use it. There's context in drinking from Santa's sack. There is our attractive. You're just gonna have to ponder that. Oh, I always look forward to the Red Wall reading every year, Bruce. 100%. 100%. It's so cozy. I'm glad you're looking forward to it, too. Of course, our attractive. We will definitely play some more Hobbs Barrow. Next week, I think I might try Strange Antiquities. That game looks amazing. It's another point-and-click adventure game. It's got a spooky vibe. I love it. We'll have to try it out. But we'll do more Hobbs Barrow as well. Alright, friends. Good night. Appreciate y'all being here. See you next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye for now. Have a great week.